I personally enjoy these pop-ins, bopping around, Christmas tree, have a happy holiday, have a happy truthing in the zombie apocalypse. I actually happen to enjoy this. The very opening up of my mouth causes people in authority to start screeching. All right. And so for you to understand your future and the future of America and American free speech on the internet, you need to understand, we'll try to stay out of you statements, but no promises. How judgments towards my free speech, he's crazy, he's threatening, he's outside of our Orthodox Mormonism, fill in the blank here. He's a unique thinker. He's not like Jack Butt or Alex Jones. He's really his own thing, and he just doesn't stop talking to plagiarize somebody else. He literally is his own media machine. He just doesn't stop. And see, that makes people angry. And you need to know and own it when you are one and the same with artificial intelligence, and own that shit. And then ask yourself, how could this happen? How could this be? For example, I've been talking for years about the prototype personality that has emerged after 2014, the person obsessed with go back to where you came from, Pizzagate, marginalization, and calling people crazy. It's a fusion force of Satanism. And people that are possessed by that prototype personality reemerge in my life every 11 years, like clockwork. This is not psychosis. This is advanced intelligence to understand the influence of people being demonic when the sun is most active. And in the future, if we don't destroy ourselves, the things that I've discovered about the sun and the human trends will go viral and will be incorporated into people's daily lives. People will literally synchronize and strategize events for better or for worse around solar flares, including protests and sex orgies. And so basically it's like this. And it's not objectification of women to, after 44 years of women being with trashy women that spread their legs who don't want a partner, to want to be a husband. And it's also not crazy to want to be like my grandpa and grandma to seek a woman to be a business partner. The second I find a woman who's interested in being a business partner, I sit down with her with a laptop without you watching and talk with her about how we're going to make some money outside of OnlyFans. How many of you would actually jump up and enjoy if I was to have a female business partner? And how many of you would actually, and we know the truth, we'll stay out of you statements. There would be people, if I had a woman in my corner who was hot, who would create hate campaigns and basically say that I'm not worthy. If I was ever to show a beautiful woman, there would be jealousy. And maybe there would even be attempts to harm us physically if I was to be in public with her. What are you doing, woman, to be with a man like that? Who knows? It's always been on my mind. Perhaps it's always been on her mind. Perhaps it's always been on the mind of the woman who's always judged me. Why would I want to be with that guy? That half sawed up turnip truck guy. And so I just want you to understand. Okay, God or my higher self is showing me I'm hated by local women for praying for their lives. And so why film me? Why call the cops on me for warning about human trafficking? What is this showing me? This is showing me something. Okay. And then I also put myself on the radar each and every time that I go out and I do these. Now, ever since temporarily changing it to Afghan Lives Matter, we've had people unsub, and we've seen a strong reduction in likes. Not viewership, but likes. So the people are still viewing, but they're choosing to not like this channel. I also did stream free the other day, and there was no likes on that. And so without yelling, likes are a way of you saying you like the video, as opposed to you watch the video and disliking it. Okay. If you're logged into YouTube and you have the ability to like, you need to understand that it seems that y'all like less per capita. But sometimes when I do a video, there'll be like 4 likes and 7 views. And then other videos, there'll be 0 likes and 40 views. And I have been able to quantify or ascertain what's going on. Also, it has not been a single view in the whole time we've been doing this video, which is unique. Is it because it's January? Or is it because I am not putting up with people's closet apathy regarding my people? Do you understand? Do you understand that if Starbucks, of all companies, is going to be filming me for just, don't you understand why I see them as racist? Why they think that I'm Jabbar? Don't you understand why I feel hated? The other day I was at Denny's. It was the night before last night. And a woman started working there who was very, very beautiful, who I fantasized about, thought about in the hours after, going, wow, it would be really nice to be able to develop. Welcome, first viewer. We'll see if you stay past 5 seconds. And so it was really amazing to see how beautiful she was and that she was aware that we are in. If you want to talk to me now, otherwise I'm leaving. She was aware that we were in a simulation. But understand, just because someone's aware that we're in a simulation, speak now, forever hold your peace. Just because she was aware, is it my friend Alaska? Just because she was aware, here's looking at you, kid. Probably not, probably still sleeping. Just because someone's aware that we're in a simulation doesn't mean they're not on demon time, which is slang ghetto people use for the dark side. Why would a demon cackle about us being in a simulation? Because we're being victimized in the simulation. We're being led into temptation. This is intentional, this intense light, and then reflecting back to you, which is actually going to be so scolding. Some people can't like this video because their frequency is high. That was a high frequency in my room the other day, talking to you about books of high value that nobody could like. There was no abuse there. There was love there. There was heart there. I am a man of heart. And there is an actual reason why Anglo-Saxon Celtics cannot love or like me, even Afghanis or Arabs. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of you. By being a combination of people, there's something that they did to us in this matrix to where my combination of genetics makes people feel ill. You don't have to cry. You don't have to act like I'm blowing your circuits. You need to have some compassion, man. I have been knowing this truth about my punishment in your world for a long time, and you were never attacked by me trying to play with you to be the one person in this world that would help me. I'm in hell. And you, the viewer, especially if you're local, could be the one woman in this world to tell me that my life matters and that I should never commit suicide, which I don't want to. However, your world is screaming at me all the time that I have no value, that I'm broken, that I need help. I do need help. I need love. Medical marijuana, a workout buddy, a lover once every couple of years, in which there's extreme mutual physical attraction, in which her brain is clear enough to where she can be attracted to me, can have an orgasm, isn't obsessed with giant worship, my status on the internet, to where she is clear. Forget the Scientology crap, to where she is clear. I'm talking about clear, not Scientology clear. Get it, got it good. Clear in the head. And so if I'm standing against the machine and they're filming me, and they basically at Starbucks, which I talked about on the other channel, they at Starbucks, one of the ones in which they kicked me out of, were filming me for going like this without actually talking to them, but just going like this, waving the finger going, you're not okay. You're not against racism. You're against people. And they're freaking out because I'm speaking in my car looking at them. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's not normal. It's not normal for them to be afraid, constantly afraid that someone's going to commit an act of terrorism. And so you need to understand that what the devil has done in this world through media is brainwash these people into, if you're going to protest, you do it our way and do it when we say it's okay. But if someone's going to be by themselves, filming, talking, then maybe they're a terrorist. I am sick and tired of intuitively knowing that people are filming me and talking shit about me in this community, to the point where I'm not suicidal. I have given them all the information that they need to murder me. And that really hurts, man, to know in my mind that I am living like a man from a time in the past. And that people alive today are a lot like the people who killed him. I didn't say I'm him. I'm saying that I'm talking about spiritual teachings for our day and age in 2024 with up-to-date prophecy with specific references to TikTok, China, human trafficking technology. Right? These things are not referenced in the Bible. That's what I'm saying. I'm referencing things that are to come. They're not in the Bible. Don't hate me because I'm hip. I mean, damn it, man. This hurts my heart. What's on tap for the rest of today? We had somebody sit and listen for a couple minutes and bounce. You understand, we have only one person who I'm able to retain his energy, focus. It hurts, man. And I don't even know who you are. And by you not revealing yourself to me, that hurts even more because there's no trust between us. You understand what I'm saying? There's no email. I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? And so the only two people that could be seen as positive is one guy named Evan and a guy named Z, that even they themselves, I don't know who they are, and they know that. Then there's another guy whose name I'll omit because it seems like his mental state is now hijacked, and he needs to know that this is very common for people of his region to be hijacked, to mess with me, which is very revealing. It's revealing that Russia is planning something in that region. And I would take their drills way more seriously than you are. Solar flares, I would ditch that closet flat earth stuff that you're coveting. The sun isn't real, birds aren't real, science isn't good. Science is awesome, man. Get yourself a science book. Call me crazy all you want. I'll give you 1 million, well, there are not that many. But there are places where you can get an education from a white man on the right who believes in the great replacement theory, who knows about solar flares. I told you right-wingers for years it wasn't nuts. That I can point you in the direction of conspiracy tards, Trump tards, blaming the third world for your problems like yourselves, but they also have a brain that understands solar flares. So if you want to stay locked into ooga booga, ooga jaga, ooga booga, anti-themism, and think that that's going to be your way to escape learning about the sun, nice try. You can find people on the right that know about the science of the sun. And so you're going to be hard pressed to get away from the truth that the sun is the ultimate controller of life. And so the sun is going to be acting in certain ways to take out our grid. And a lot of people are going to starve. You ever heard that phrase, don't cry for me, Argentina? Not sure what it's about. Don't really watch movies like that. But it's like the people are saying to us, dude, don't cry for us. Don't try to save us. We hate you. We hate the human race. They're saying to me, we don't believe Afghan lives matter. You're not living truth. They're, oh my God, you have a megaphone? Oh my God, bad man. And that hurts my heart because there's not one of you locally that believes that my life matters. And in the past, you know what? It almost seems like people got off at least trying to at least mislead me into thinking that they were good. Now they're like, no, we're not even going to try to pretend we're on Team Angel. We're not even going to give your card a chance. And so I don't know who is the first person who just subbed to me, but I'm going to say this. I looked that older white man, about 7 years old, in the eyes and stood up for him in the last stream and gave him my channel. And it's more than likely that the older white man above 65. And so you need to all know this, for those of you that are white and younger than 50, that true, authentic white people that are not evil, that are above 55 or 60, give me a chance. But in the past, it was way more on the women's side, female side. And now the older females of the current older generation, basically that of, although I hate to talk about her, my mom, who also will not say anything with response to my comment. Hey, this was good, this was bad. And never said, good job, when I went on coast to coast, meaning she doesn't want to see me reach the world, even if she, as an individual, listened to these podcasts. And you need to know that. You need to know the real nature of the individuals that I've met in my life, that they don't want my books, my reading, or for me to help them. And this is more systemic of whatever's happening here on the planet. So what would you like from me as far as content? I'm going to open up comments. What would you like from me as far as content? Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to go home. And I'm going to pull up the data on whatever's going on with the sun and maybe do a brief reference on China getting cell phone data. And then circle back around and talk about the death of free speech with Starbucks. And then maybe mention a few headlines to you regarding human trafficking. But I really don't want to go down that road of crying a river. Nor am I going to be hardcore with 30 days and 30 nights of Afghan history. I don't think that we all need to be traumatized with those types of nightmares. But ultimately, I shouldn't be judging anybody for unsubscribing to me. It's going to happen if I talk about morality. And a lot of people that are not willing to address those demons, they're going to be in psychological pain and torment every time they basically hear my voice and see my face and hear me bring up those things. And they have a choice to make. Either let this guy help you and respect him, or continue to spite him and just walk away. And really, it is important for some people to walk away, especially if they have an allegiance to the nation of Russia. And there's a lot of them that are out there. There are people that love Donald Trump, that love me, that love us both specifically, which is crazy. So I'm saying Trump's an actor. He is basically animating very important topics. I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal. And he's a hologram. We'll be back.